Guys, welcome in this session, and today I'm going to cover static keyword. Static is one of the most important, keyword which is being used in the projects here and there. So it's very important to make the decision when to use static keyword. So static has four use of it. You can use with class, variable, method, and block. So today I'm going to tell you the variable, method, and block. So static class we can cover when I will teach you Java 8 feature that is called Java 8 features like lambda, anonymous class, those things. So people, if you see this diagram right here,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm trying to achieve is I'm trying to teach you the static keyword. So you have to remember some formula about it. What formula is? Static is a property of the class, right? It is available at the class level. And property of the object means that attribute and behavior will be available when you make the object, right? Unless and until you don't make the object, there is no use of it. Who's going from today? I'm going to make a new thing. Daily I'll make some some people as a host and you can reply. So who's going to mm, oh my god, Mamta, can you come with me?
Yes.
Daily I
Sure.
will teach you one people. I'm going to teach you today. Okay, if you say yes, I'll move ahead. If you say no, I'll repeat it. Okay. So important thing is we have to understand property of the class and property of the object. We need to understand the meaning of it, right? Property of the object means this is only available when object is created. You're following me?
Yeah.
If you create the object of it, then only you can access it. That is called property of the object. But if you want to access anything before creating the object, that is called property of the class, right?
We have the class. Yeah.
So when you use static keyword, static means it is property of the class.
Mm-hmm.
Remember it. Means we can access with the help of class. Mema, you got my point what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to say no, right? It's not like, you don't understand and you have to say yes. No, you have choice, right? You have choice for it.
Sure.
So let me show you the use of static method first. And please, please, please be ready to say yes or no, right?
Mm-hmm.
Class, I'm saying help me, okay? So it means you are going to help me. And in this class, I have a method, right? Public. Public is optional. You can write it or not, right? I told you.
Yeah.
Public is optional unless and until I teach you package. But I'm just making this method static. Oh ho, this method is preceding with which keyword?
Void.
No, no, no. Yeah,
Keyword.
yeah. Void is the return type. It must be there, but I'm using static, right?
Mm-hmm.
So static is optional. You can have and you can't. So I'm just writing two method in it. One is static and second one is non-static. Show is print ln, right? And here mhm, this is show. This is static show. My it is clear. Simple
Mm-hmm.
method.
Yeah.
Only difference is this method is preceding with the static keyword.
Static.
Static method. Static means it is the property of the class.
Okay.
And you can make another method and which is non-static. And this method is non-static and method name is z. So this
Mm-hmm.
is z. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
So we have two method, right? One is static, second one is non-static. So
Okay.
G is
Non-stick.
non-static, or you can say instance. So this method is related with class, right? And this method is related with object. So what's differences? Let me tell you, let me make another class, main. You know main? Main is the starting point of the program.
Mm-hmm.
So this program you have to do practice a little bit. Public static void main.
String.
Here you can write string thank you. Yes, I like this. So as I said, right, when you
Mm-hmm.
make you have to remember some concept. When we make object, right, when we make object, right, of a class, right? First
Mhm.
of all, class is loaded in the memory. That you have to remember. First of all, class is loaded inside
Memory.
memory. Oh, nice. First of all, class is loaded inside the memory, and then object is created.
Mhm.
So first of all, object is created or class is loaded. Of course, first
Class.
of all, class is loaded in the memory. Then only instance of instance is created. Oh, nice.
Mhm.
I don't know. I hope I'm making myself clear.
Yep.
Yes, it is clear, clearer. So here, if you want to call a show method is the property of the class. So method you can directly normally if you want to call a method, like if you want to call z method, what you have to do? You have to make the
Object of help
object
methods.
of it. Very good,
Mhm.
Mema. You can make the object of it like this, right? Then only you can call the method. You know it. Make
Mhm.
object first, and then you can call the method z because g is the property of the object. So
Object.
anything which is the property of the object means you have to make the object of it. But what about show? Show is not a
Oh,
property of the object. So you can directly call with the help of class name. Oh my God.
class.
No need to make the object of it. Can you see
Okay.
this?
Mhm.
This is the special. To call show method, I'm not making the object of the class. Why? Why?
It's a
Because
prop
show is the static, and static is I forget it. Static is the property of
class.
class. I hope you understand. To
Mhm.
call static method, no need to make the object of it. You can use class name dot method name.
Right.
Call with class name. Nice, right?
Mhm.
You got this much? If you call with the help of object, right? Suppose
Yeah.
somebody is trying to call z dot, sorry, hm dot show, right? So
Mhm.
even though you are calling with object, you are wasting your time. Show, you can write it, right? You can
Mhm.
write hm dot show, even though show is the property of the class. Then
Class.
compiler will convert this statement. You are
Okay.
writing it, but compiler will, you are seeing like this, you can do it, but in reality, this object
Mm.
is not calling. It is being replaced by this.
Okay.
What I said. You may be happy I'm able to call show with the help of object, but that is not true. Compiler will convert object with the replace object with
Class.
class. So static method is only called by
Class.
class. So let me write star star star. Static method is only called by class name. I hope this much is clear to
Mhm. Yeah.
everybody. If it is not clear, let me know. Mhm. Static method is only called by the class name. This is clear to everybody in the class, or you have little bit confusion? Hmm?
So the help me dot show it's the static you
You can see it. Show is the static method. That's why I'm able to call with the help of class. Simple.
or just that is enough. Okay.
Yeah, enough. And this keyword, yesterday I teach you, right? This keyword you can use inside. This is the property of the object. Am I right? This
Mhm.
is the property of the object. Yes or no? This keyword.
Yes.
It holds reference
Prop.
of object, right? You know it. This is the property of the object. So this keyword we cannot use in static method.
Okay.
What is it? Because static, this is the property of the object,
Mhm.
and static is the property of the class. So this we cannot use inside static method. Please remember it.
Okay.
This keyword we can't we can't use inside static. You understand the reason why? Because this is holding the address of calling object. and show is not called by the object, then there is no question of this keyword inside it. Hmm?
Okay.
Mahima, you're following me or is too much?
Yes. Yes.
That's it. I have done with this. I have done with the static method.
Okay. So
Cool.
the use and like as you said, like when how do you know when we should use the static method?
Very good. Very good question. Your question is how we can make the decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
So normally in the project, when you make a class and that class does not have any attribute, in that case, it's good to make a static method.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
In
Got it.
this
Yeah.
case, we don't have any attribute, right? It's good to make
Mm-hmm.
static
Static.
method.
Okay.
So in the project, you will see the helper classes and utility classes.
Mm-hmm.
So those are designed as a static method. I'll show you
Okay.
many examples soon.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah. So if you anybody have any question, this program we can type it, not a big deal, right? If somebody would say, can you type it? Let me do it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's type this program first and then we can move ahead. Mahima, if you say I understand, I can move ahead, okay? Because we have class today or not? Who is asking this? Eh, my dear friends, we have always class, right? Do you think I give surprise? No. I may become late in the class, but I will be there, okay? It's not like class is there, I'm sleeping. It will never happen. Okay. So this is clear, Mahima? I can type for you, okay? Let me type for you and show you. Same
Mm-hmm.
thing, whatever we discuss, I'm going to type it for you. But I need your help.
Sure.
So basically, here I can write static main, static method. Class name is this. Oh, it's saying already there.
Mm.
Static example, method example. Simple, right? Main. And here I can write a class. Class name, help me. Oh, help me. And here you can write two methods, mema, public, static, void, show. No? What you can do, sys out. This is static method show. I don't know, you're following me? Then
Yes.
you can write another method.
Without the static.
Wow, you're following me. Z. This is Z, right? Which
Mm-hmm.
is non-static method. Let's call it. Can we call Z without making object of it? No, no,
No.
no, not possible. If you're trying to call with the help of Z, it's not coming. But if you call show, show will come over here.
Yeah.
Can you see this? So here, show I'm calling with the help of class. Calling with the help with the help of
Class.
class. Wow. And then you can make the object. Here, you can make object like this also. And you can call dot new style. Can you see this? What I'm doing? I'm making object of it and immediately I'm calling the
Calling.
Z. I'm not holding the address of it. Why? Because I just want to call the single method, right?
Okay.
Making instance of help me class and
Calling it
calling Z method too.
the method.
Is complex? No. Confused? No. So static method we can call with the help of class, right? So
Yeah.
static method can we call with the help of object? Answer is no. Even though you
No.
call it, it will replace it.
Mm-hmm.
My job is done.
So what is the new keyword like doing over there? I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I'm confused too. New key. Normally we are habitual of making object like this in two step. Can you see this?
Yeah. Help
Hello.
me. Yeah.
Then you are making object of it. Then address of the object you are storing in HM. Then you are calling it. We are habitual of doing it. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
But what I do, because this HM I don't want to use further apart from calling the G method. So sometime it's better to. This is another syntax. Okay. You can make the object and call Z in one line. So
Okay.
both are same. Either you want to create the object first, store the address of it in HM, then HM we can call it. Or you can directly make the object and call it in the same line. I
Okay.
want you should aware with this kind of syntax. That's why I wrote it.
So,
Apart from that,
so which variable is holding online 23?
nothing, nothing. No, no. Actually,
Nothing.
you are creating the object. Whatever address is coming on that address, you are calling the Z method. So nobody is holding the address because I don't want it.
No, okay.
This is called creating object on the fly and calling the method in the same line.
Okay.
Fine.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
this is just a new style of calling the method. So static keyword is clear to you, Mahima?
It's Mamta. Yeah, it's
Mamta,
Mhm.
clear.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's great.
Thank you.
Now we have to understand the static variable.
So, Nagin, I have one
Question.
question. So, why
Yes.
do we write this public all the time?
Public is not needed. I told you, right?
Mm,
Public is optional unless and until I teach you package.
okay,
Right? Why I'm writing it? Because I don't know why I'm writing. Because writing public is the best practice and I'm habitual of it. When I'm sleeping, I
okay,
can write it.
We can use both
Well,
static and non-static method. It's not. It doesn't matter if you use static or non-static.
no, it matters. If it is static, you just join the class.
No, I've been here.
I'm teaching you from the beginning, right? Static means you can call with the help of class name. See,
Oh yeah, that I understood. I mean, which one is
that's
better? It's
that's
the same
that's
thing.
so which one is better? Depend on the situation. I told you if you don't have any attribute in the class, make a static method, right? If you have attribute in the class, then we should prefer
Static.
non-static. So no worries. We'll see a lot of examples soon, right? Mhm. Hello.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Next example, I'm going to show you of static variable
Okay.
class
mm-hmm,
counter and like here in this you want to make some attribute of the object, right? So what you do, like counter has a name and name
mm-hmm,
is the attribute of the object, right? Because it is normal. And
Mm-hmm.
then in counter you want to make a float and price, right? And here I want to make another static variable, static and there's a string location, right? So we have to understand what is the difference between a static variable and normal variable.
Mm-hmm.
Static, again, it is the part of the class. It is the not part of the object, right? So when you make the object counter, this won't become it as an attribute. It won't become it as an attribute, right? But this will come as an attribute. Are you following me? So
Okay.
here by default, I'm assigning some location. It is location is like India, right? By default. Hello.
mm-hmm,
And since name and price is the attribute of object, right? I can initialize this value with the help of constructor. Constructor is also part of
Object.
object.
object. So I can use constructor. Why I'm not assigning location? Because location is not a part of
Class.
object, right?
Sorry,
And
object.
constructor is used
Mm-hmm,
to initialize the object. Not constructor is not used to initialize class. Remember it. What I said? Constructor is basically used to
Initial
initialize
object.
object, not
mm-hmm,
class. And price, right? So see, oh my God, here my local variable and instance variable, both name are same. How you can distinguish using this keyword? I teach you yesterday, right? I
mm-hmm,
said, hey name, local variable. I want to assign your value this dot name. This dot name means in instance variable. Make sense?
mm-hmm.
This is the next use of this keyword. If you understand, Mamta, if you got it, say I got it, otherwise say I don't understand. Like my
Um,
local variable is price, right? When you call
yeah.
counter constructor, you will pass name and you will
Mm-hmm.
pass price, and this name will go to the this dot name in this variable, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can write name. In that case, no confusion, right? No need to use this keyword.
Mm-hmm.
Are you following me?
Yeah.
Because local variable name is n and instance variable name is name. So if both, but it is good practice, okay? Local
Yeah.
variable name and instance variable name should be same, and you
Okay.
can use this keyword to distinguish it. Make sense?
Okay. Uh-huh.
So I'm and after it, I'm going to make object like public void method, right? Which will print the print info, right? Print info. Confused? No. And what I am doing is here I'm printing all the three values. Okay. So
Okay.
system dot out dot println, and here I'm going to write. Any guess? Pum, pum. Name equals to name
Name equals
to make it beautiful. All the three.
to
And
price.
I would say price equals to price and location. Static, right? But static is the property of the class. Please
Yes.
remember it. Let me write it here. Static is property of the class, property of the class. You should, better way to remember it, sing a song. Static is the property of the class. Yeah, instead of singing normal song. Static is static is property
Of the
of
class.
the class. You would say, don't tell me this much. It's making you irritating. Oh, is it?
No.
Yes. Oh no, because you guys are scared.
No.
Static is the property of the class. Okay, that's cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so see, we have to understand the concept, right? I'm just making another class in the paint, whew, and where I will do some magic. Class name could be main. All right? Yep. Mamta is clear.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Public static, right? What main? And here you can use string, very confusing meme ma. That's possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Variable name could be anything. Wow. And what I want to do here is, see, I told you when you make the object, first of all, class will be loaded, right? I'm making an object of counter C1, right? Fine.
Okay.
You're following me? This
Yeah.
counter. And in constructor, you have to pass two parameters. See, name is Amya, and the price is you can write some float value and use F. F means it is a float value,
Okay.
right? See, again, I'm telling you, first of all, I'm making two objects, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Both object has a different attribute value. First one name is Amya, second name is Jack,
Okay.
value is 10, and third I'm making name is 3 and name is Ook, Oka, and 20, 30, whatever it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm able to make three objects like this.
Mm-hmm.
How many objects? Three objects. So let me tell you, when first time you are creating the object, Mamta, first time,
Yeah.
then first time class is loaded, then
Okay.
object is created. Second time when you make the object, class is loaded already in the memory.
Okay.
Because class is loaded only once. Please remember it. How many times you can load a class?
Once.
Only
Once.
once. But how many times you can make object? As many as
Mm.
you want. Let me write it. Class is loaded inside memory only. Class is loaded inside memory only once, right? If it is not there, then only it will be loaded. If it is there, it won't load. It won't
Okay.
load. Class is loaded inside the memory only once, right? So first time counter is loaded, right? So when counter is loaded, static variable memory is created. Mamta, what is it?
Mm-hmm.
When class is loaded, memory for location is created. Oh yeah, yeah. Object is not created, right? No.
Yeah.
So your class is loaded and location will be initialized with a nice value that is India.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Yeah, it is initialized all the capital, I guess. Huh? Are you
Mm-hmm.
following me?
Yeah.
After that, object is created. So when object is created, every object will have its own name.
Yeah.
Are you following me? Every object, right? C3, every object will have its own name. So every object has two property only.
Name and price.
Very good understanding. Why you are saying you are not following me? You are following me, right? I want this kind of interaction daily, right? If you talk like this, automatically thing will come in your mind. So we have two attribute in each object, right?
Yeah.
So this last one, name is Hoka and price is 30.2, right? F.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, it is true for all the object. Fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But all are having, different name and price, right? But they
Yeah.
have same location India.
Okay. Yeah.
So now if you want to print the value of any object, you can do C1 dot print info. So what it will print? See, it will go to the method. It will print its own name.
Different
C1
name.
name is Amaya.
Yeah.
C1 name is, price is 12.2.f and location is common, India.
Yeah.
So if I print all, it will print
Different
its
name.
own attribute, and static is actually shared. Okay. So
Yeah.
what I'm doing, if I want to change the value of static, anybody can change it, right? You can change with the help of class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Class like counter, right? Dot location. Mamta, are you following me?
Okay.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
using class dot attribute name and I want to initialize with some other attribute. Like I want to give some, other
Different.
country name like Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see this? So
Yeah.
what happened? Now here what you did, you are creating three objects and before printing it, you just make the location value.
Japan.
Earlier it was India, but you replace with Japan. So when
Mm-hmm.
you print all the information C1, C2, C3, all will now print
Japan.
Japan. Yeah, because you have changed it. Am I right or not?
Yes.
See, if somebody is trying to change the value of location with the help of object, right? What happened?
It will not
People
change.
do like this, but it does not make sense. Okay,
Yeah.
suppose I'm changing like C3 dot location and I'm trying to make it some another country here, right? I want to George, I want to make it Nepal, guys, right? So you know what happened?
Yeah.
See, you are thinking you are changing the attribute of C3. No, 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 no. Location is saying, how dare you to use me? No,
Yeah.
you are not supposed to access with the help of object. Even though
Mm-hmm.
you write it, but what happened? Compiler will do what? When you
Change
compile your code, C3 will be replaced by class
class.
name, counter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dot location, right? Equals to
Japan.
Nepal,
Or
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I did that. Okay, C3 dot. It is going to replace with this, right? Japan is
Mm-hmm.
right there. So now what happened? This statement is saying count dot location is Japan. So India is replaced by Japan, and
Yeah.
then in the next line it is replaced by
Nepal.
Nepal. So C the one dot print info, it will print name, C1 name Amaya 12.2 and Japan.
Nepal.
Sorry, Nepal.
Yeah.
Similarly, C2 will print Jack 10.2
Nepal.
and Nepal. Similarly, Oka 30.2 and Nepal.
Mm-hmm.
Clear?
Yeah.
It means this variable is shared among all the object, right?
Yeah.
So can I say static variables are global variable? It is shared by all the objects.
Okay.
Static is uh, property of the class, property of the class, and shared by all the
Of
instance of instance and object you can use interchangeably.
instance
It
of
is shared by all the instance object of the class. Nice. So static method and static variable is clear to you,
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mamta?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Very good. Very nice. I'll do the same thing daily. Okay. So I have done with this, right? Next thing is which is left is I don't know. Uh, Static block, right?
Yeah.
Static block is easy. Static block is a block which contains logic and execute when class is loaded. Oh, nice. No need to call it. Okay.
Oh,
What is
okay.
the beauty of static block? It is a block, right, which is executes when class is loaded. So how to write the static block? Let me show you. Static. If you are getting bored, let me know.
No. Okay.
This is the last topic. Fine. And if you want to enjoy more, please go and watch my recording.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Everything, the way I'm teaching you, everything on channel. Of
Yeah.
course, I'm teaching in the same way. But here, I may be making more diagrams. So it's okay. That's differences. Static block. What is a static block, right? I
Mm-hmm.
told you this is very rarely used in the projects. You will never see it. Mhm.
Okay.
Very rare, very rare. But let's see. My requirement is when class is loaded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Loaded. My class name is loaded. It could be any name, okay? So basically, I want to use static keyword here. Static, static, right? Curly bracket open and close. Curly bracket open and close is called block. So here I want to write some logic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like integer x 10, integer y. So and you want to print the sum of it.
Yeah.
Printer and x plus y, right? You want to print. So you see, in this we don't have method, we don't have variable, right?
Yeah.
So your
What is?
intention is when class is loaded, right? So a static block will be only invoked once, right? You cannot call multiple times. Method you can call again and again, again and again, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So it is being
When class is loaded.
executed only once when class is loaded. Class is loaded, right? So this is the first thing which will execute when your class is loaded, right? It is being
Mm-hmm.
executed when only when class is loaded, right? Done.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
got it? So sometime people ask this kind of question. I want to execute some code before calling main method.
Mm-hmm.
I want to execute some logic before. So normally main is the starting point of the program that we remember, right? I
Yes.
want
Mhm.
to execute some logic before calling before calling main method, right? Before main method execution, before main method execution, right? Then we can use the static block. Make sense? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 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 I
Okay.
want to execute some logic before main method execution. Before main method execution, then we can use static block. Yeah. Somebody saying something. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you please give us some example illustrating this line what you just wrote that I want to execute some logic before main method execution. In which kind of situation we need to execute those kind of
Yeah,
statements in
that's what I
block?
told you in the beginning. Normally, you will not come across this
Well.
situation. Situation is if you want to call other programming like C, C++ method in Java, then what? Then you can use static block. In static block, what you can do is you can write the code for loading native library, right? So that you can understand. Are you following me? So this is called in which situation? When you want to call method written in C and C++ in Java. You got a point?
Mm-hmm.
When
Okay.
we want to call method which is written in which language?
C and C++.
Written in C and C++. I have done the job already. When we want to call method written in C++ in Java, then we can use the static block because in this block we write the code to load the library first, native library for C and C. Then you can call it. Make sense? That's
Mm-hmm.
why I told you in the beginning. You will never come across static block. 99.99%.
Okay.
Fine. First time I came across this concept using static block in 2009. I'm working in a project, right, that was based on mainframe, and some of the function was not available in Java, but it was available in C and C++. Are you following me?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wrote some code in C, C++, and I called that code in my Java program using JNI technique. There's a technique, JNI, Java Native Interface. Mhm. So you want to see how it works? Let me show you. Anybody have any question, query, please? Huh? Hello?
Mm-hmm.
This is clear or not?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
it's
clear.
clear.
Oh, that's great. That's Let me show you the example, right? Before main method, I want to show you static block is called. Static block. Main, right? Main is also static. So main is called by the JVM, right? Do you know
Mm-hmm.
who calls main method? Who calls? Any guess? JVM,
JVM.
right? When
Mm-hmm.
JVM calls main method, it is static. Why? Because JVM is not going to make the object of the class. JVM can directly call the main method. How? Class name dot main. Got my point or not? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to answer your question. Why main is static? First time.
Ye- Yeah.
Why main is static? Your answer should be
Not
main is static because it is directly called by JVM with the help of class name. Main is static. Why? Because it is called by JVM with the help of class name. JVM is not going to make the object of it, right? That's why main is made, and it does not have any attribute. Can you see this? I told you already.
hmm
Mhm. Yeah. Normally main does not have any attribute, so it is static so that JVM can call with the help of class name.
That's nice.
So here I'm just making some static block, right? Hello.
yes.
Magic of static. So you see, if I run my program, first of all, I don't know. First of all, class will be loaded, right? Yeah. Going to print the output. Output is
X plus Y.
x plus y. If you allow to me, I can run it, okay?
hmm
Aha. Magic of static block. Are you following me? Aha, magic of static block. Main is called now. Are you following me? So first of all, this will execute or this will execute?
Block.
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 Let's run it. Wow, it's working. Can you see this? First
Mhm.
of all, static block is executed, then main is called.
It is necessary to keep the block of the static in front of main, or we can keep it anywhere
You
inside the
can
class.
you can write in other class also, not in front of. You can write down, but it could be anywhere. Let me show you another class. Okay, class hola. In that I want to write a static, right? But you have to load the class, right? Without loading class, hello, you should know how to load the class. Am I right or not?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yes.
one way of loading the class, you can make the object of it.
Hmm.
Right there already. That. What name I should take? Tomato? I don't have any name in my mind. Tomato? Do you know tomato?
Mm-hmm.
No? In US, nobody eat tomato for simple, thing. Or I don't know. You have to load the class, right? So
Yeah.
you should know how to load the class. So if you want to load the class, you have to make the
Object.
object of it. That is one way, okay? But we have other way of doing as well. Here we are loading the class and making the object as well. Am I right? Let's try it.
Mhm.
But something, okay, let me try. When class is loaded, block will execute. Simple. See, when
Mhm.
class is loaded, block is called, right? So here I'm not loading the class only. We are making the object also, right? But I want to load only class. How I can do that? Nobody knows, only I know. The one way of doing it, I don't know. You'll cry or not. There is some way, right? I don't know. I'm trying. Okay. I don't remember the syntax. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to load the class by writing this line. You can say I don't understand. It's okay, right? By writing this line, I'm loading class in the memory, but it is not creating object, right? This time. Oh, it's not loaded actually. I have other way of doing it. Class dot for name. Hey, here you can pass the class name which you want to
Load.
load. Can you see this? It is
Mhm.
throwing some exception. I'm just putting in the throws, right? I'll teach you. But here it is going to load the class. Try and cry. Can you see this? Hello. So
Mhm.
here I'm loading the class. Only loading the class, right? Only loading the class. Make sense?
Mhm.
Another way of loading the class is make the object of it. If I make the object of it, do you think this will execute twice? Any guess?
No.
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 No. I told you class is loaded only once. Class is loaded here, and when you make the object twice, when you make object of it, class is not loaded since already it is being loaded. Let's check the concept, right?
Mhm.
Yep, I'm right. Always. Fine. So it is done. I think I am done with the class, right? All the program I sent you.
Mhm.
And if you want to learn extra topic or anything, I can point some, say lecture to you. Mamta, what
Yes.
about you? The
I'm just.
way, yeah,
Uh-huh.
you have helped me today. Similarly, in this way, everybody has to help me daily. So I have done with this concept, static method, static variable, and static block. Thank you
Yes.
so much. I'm
Thank you.
stopping it now.